Alright, good morning. It is day 28, I think, of my Mountains to Sea trail adventure. I just got dropped off here at the Glencoe paddle access, and now I'm going to essentially follow the Haw River to the Red Slide Park. Apparently I'm going to go by the Carolina Mill in 0.9 miles according to the sign. Not a terribly hard day today. Sounds fast. I am going to hike, I don't know, 9-ish miles or so. Really not sure what the river walk in Hillsboro is going to be like. The Haw River itself has definitely widened out quite a bit compared to what it was when I first walked along it a couple days ago. So anyways, that's kind of neat to see. I'm sure lots of tributaries have joined it since then, but just kind of cruising along, comfortable out here right now. It's supposed to be a little warmer today than yesterday, but still nothing bad. And I'm gonna try and make my way to, I think it's part of the Haw River State Park, where the trail begins again, and begins segment 10. That's basically, I'm just trying to finish segment 9 today, so I think it's 30 some miles, mostly biking today, so biking on the roads. Anyways, I'm going to go with this used to be railroad through here. Seems to be, we've got a marker here too. That one's kind of hard to make out. And narrow cuts like that, so it'll be level. That looks like railroad to me. Alright, so I'll keep rolling. Alright, some of the old mill buildings have fared well. This one does not seem to have fared so well. This thing is a mess. I forget which one this is off the top of my head. Alright, this is the Stony Creek Reservoir, and it is probably providing water to Burlington if I was guessing, but non-professional opinion. The dam is just over that way a little bit. Okay, I've been walking along the edge of it here for maybe going on half a mile now. Pretty. Alright, so far signage has been pretty good following the Haw River Trail, and just came out of Stony Creek area. I'll be walking the road for just a little bit. Haw River Trails, again, I'm not sure who manages them, but I'm going to have to give them the excellent rating as well. Trails have been very passable, easy enough to follow. Not a whole lot of MST blaze on them, but again, enough to follow, and using the MST Guide app and just common sense, like, hey, the trail follows the river in a lot of places, has been enough to get where I want to be. Alright, so I've came upon a campsite here. It says that you can reserve that by visiting elementsparks.com or calling the number there. Basic little campsite. Definitely be worried about this flooding if there was a lot of rain. But I think that's there mostly for MST thru hikers. Alright, so on the Haw River Trail, if you are going through, I think this is a pipeline cut, but if you're passing through this thing, anytime you step out into it, if it's hunting season, you're in the kill zone. I saw countless deer stands, pretty much one every, I don't know, 100, 150 yards along this thing. So I don't know that I saw any signage about it, but I would say if you're hiking this during the winter time, or during, you know, hunting season, wear blaze orange and make sure you're prayed up before you come out to cross it. So yeah, there you go. And you do cross this cut several times as you are making your way along. Alright, so I biked a ways, and now I'm here on the Hillsborough, or yeah, the River Walk, Hillsborough River Walk. This is a pretty cool combination of paved greenway and it's elevated walkways. This one's covered for whatever reason, which is nice if it rains or something. Cutting under the railroad back there. And then there's, past one park earlier, probably multiple parks here. So this is a neat little area. If I haven't said it already, right beside the Eno River, and blazed reasonably well enough to know where you're at. Alright, so I think the last time I left off I was somewhere on the Hillsborough River Walk, and I guess if you're biking in like I was, bikers beware. It changes from, so it goes for maybe 1.5 miles paved, and then it changes over to like kind of a sandy gravel for maybe 3/4 mile, and about 1/4 mile into the sandy gravel you pass into a change in land management, and the land trust does not allow bicycles. And then after you go, you know, 3/4 mile on the sandy gravel, then it changes over to like single track, and then the single track delivers you to Highway 70. And despite the trail update saying that that area is blazed well around the construction zone there, I did not see the bushwhacking trail they were talking about, and so it was basically climbing up the embankment for me to get up on the 70. And then, you know, 70 is a busy highway, so not the most fun end to the day, but I finally made it to the Eno River Pleasant Green. Is it Pleasant Green? Pleasant Green access, and I am very happy to be back in the truck. Alright, one more gripe here. At one point I said that the Hillsborough River Walk was reasonably well blazed for the MST. It was blazed in places, but it wasn't blazed that I could tell at the junctions, places where you had to turn. I don't know about y'all folks, and it may just be the way that, the park system allowed for the management, but usually hikers need to know when to turn, not when to keep going. Now, I like having blaze along so I know to keep going, but that was pretty much the situation there. So, yeah. So that brings day 28 to a close. Definitely just